Alright, so Elizabeth is out, and as we expected, she actually is very, very good. And to be fair, very, very good in the Silver Demon. I used her, and you'll see towards the end half of the video, we tested her out in PvP, which was actually pretty good in. Hard to track what's going on because there's so much animations, and you can't really see her doing what she wants to do a little bit, but she does make a big impact. And from what I tested, you do get, I have gotten the most heals I've ever gotten out of any other character, so that adds a lot towards the character, I guess. Tower Trials didn't really help too much for me personally, because right now it's not a matter of surviving, it's a matter of killing them as fast as possible, at least to where I am on the stage right now. But I think later on she actually will be more helpful, especially when the bosses do start fighting back a little bit. They're not really doing that at Tower Trials, it's just trying to kill the draw, his immortality. It's kind of annoying. And then in the Silver Demon, like I did say, she is actually very, very good. Normally I bring 2 healers to stay alive. I don't have to do that anymore. I can just bring her and actually be very, very good, because you have the double actual nullified damage taken with absolute defense. It's kind of insane. So to quickly run through the character, if you didn't watch my actual last 2 videos about the patch notes and you're only seeing this video now, she is a support character. She is light type. Her skill 1 does absolutely nothing, which is fine, but it is 65 range, so she does stay out with the fight, which is what you want from a support character. And then the second one is actually pretty good. So deals damage equal to 142% of attack onto a target every 5 seconds, prioritizes DPS heroes, inflicts the target she does hit with paralysis for 1.5 seconds, and restores allies HP by the amount equal to 326% of attack upon a successful attack. So once again, the best way to compare this towards other healers in the game, it is Gloxinia, who does this on his ultimate, and it is about half. But this is every 10 seconds, so where Elizabeth does it every 5 seconds. So after 10 seconds, she is basically healing, I think it's, was it 655%? So you are actually technically healing more with Elizabeth than Gloxinia, but also because she is a newer character, she also has got more attack, because healing is based off your actual attack. And you can see her little stats here. She has, at least for me, she is 6-star right now, so she has got, was it 400k extra attack, and Gloxinia right now does have like 300, but I do know when she was 5-star, she had like 480 extra attack. So she has about 80k extra attack than Gloxinia, which is just means she heals more, which she already has a higher multiplier on her heal. So in terms of healing, if you want a character, you are now going to bring Elizabeth. But what I will say is, though, is that she is a more, I wouldn't say whale, because obviously you can do it free to play, but if you actually plan to use her and want to use her, you do probably have to get her towards a higher dupe level than other healers, because like I did say with Gloxinia and Zeneri, they heal just by using the ability. They don't have to actually land a skill. So because of that, if you have low accuracy and low stats on your actual Elizabeth, then you're going to miss. And if you miss, then you're not healing. And then that's kind of annoying, right? Then you're not bringing her. In terms of the paralysis, though, it is hard to track, like I did say, what goes on in PvP. You can't really see if the DPS target is getting hit, but it does hit someone and it does paralyze them, so it is good. It's more noticeable when the Derriere is running into your backline and then she does target Derriere. Like stunning her for like 1.5 seconds every 5 seconds is obviously very, very powerful. Gives time to heal up, gives time to buff with Merlin. It is helpful. Other than that, her stats is kind of standard. Obviously, other than her attack being kind of decently high for a support character, she is got 91 extra attack speed. A bit low. It's a bit weird not to do 100, but then again, you're not using Elizabeth for heat, like for like any damage, right? And then her defense HP, I think she leans a bit more higher defense than HP, but it's kind of standard. And you got to remember, her ultimate does give absolute defense level 2, which we saw on obviously Gilfrost, which means you nullify damage taken twice for obviously her, where Gilfrost does it 1 time. And Gilfrost has been meta since the start of the game, basically, with his shield absorbing damage. However, what I would say though is that Gilfrost is, I think, still relevant. You can actually use both together. You can't stack these absolute defenses, but you can recycle them together, right? So where when Gilfrost is run out, you can then apply Elizabeth's if you time it properly. But what I would say though is that Gilfrost is still a pretty good DPS. So I don't think Elizabeth has necessarily replaced Gilfrost, at least for me right now. I'm still getting a lot of use out of him, but I think in the future you probably will lean more towards Elizabeth than obviously Gilfrost. I'm not always going to use Elizabeth in all the content I have to use her in, but when I do need her, I'm going to use her. And which is a good addition to your account if you have her. Even if you want to get her towards 3-star, you definitely can. And then over the course of the next few weeks or months even, you can get her to like 5-6-star, which is basically what I've done with my actual go for. And yeah, I don't mind her. So let's just jump up to the gameplay. Quickly, if I haven't shown it, this is her potentials. She heals based off her attack. give her attack. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so we're going to try Elizabeth in 3 game modes. We're going to first try her out in the Fire Festival, then we're going to do it in the Tower Trials, and then the Silver Demon, because from what I heard, she's actually pretty good in Silver Demon. But for me right now, though, personally, I don't know if I need more shields or healing than someone who can just deal more damage, right? So yeah, this team I've been using, we kind of just replaced Gloxian now with the Elizabeth. I probably would have already done a breakdown of what the character does. I'm more worried about one thing, and that is, yeah, this skill too, because it does prioritize a DPS target, which... the way it's worded and the way Derriere works is Derriere will chase to the ends of Earth to target their support characters. She'll run across the whole field just to get to them. So, like, what if Elizabeth is all the way back here, but then they have a DPS across the map? Is she going to run all the way towards them? That's, like, my biggest worry about it. So, we have to wait and see. I literally haven't used it just yet, so I'll go test it. We'll do similar CC here. We have Kai, which is going to be... no actual... Esteros, actually, which is surprising. If you want to know the ultimate order, this is what I got going on. Is it the best rotation? I don't know. Essentially, it's going to be buff up straight away with Elizabeth, get that damage taken, and then, of course, use these 2 ultimates. Now that I'm expecting to find more Elizabeths, having someone like Merlin who can buff remove seems like a good idea to follow up with then the Derriere and Escanor, and then we might be able to rotate back towards our actual Guildfrost damage taken. So you have 2 of them. So just replace Elizabeth's, but if you have Elizabeth on, it will not replace with Kai. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, heals are pretty good though. I want to focus more on the actual Elizabeth because she's not running towards the person, so that's kind of good, right? Because my theory about her running away. What's the healing? 500 million? I think that's a lot more. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to track how she plays. Okay, we'll go up against this team, much high level, and it is a Derriere, so I think the biggest thing about a stun is probably focusing Derriere. So we'll try and focus on that. Derriere will run in. She'll go run straight towards Merlin. And then now the Elizabeth, if we can see it, should be stunning the Derriere. And we also buff remove as well. Look, we just buff remove right there. My Derriere's in the back line. Took the Escanor ultimate away. I mean, I think... I want to say the Elizabeth did a lot there. We might still lose, though, if we get the big ult off. We actually still lost. No way. Oh, he's so weak as well. Oh, he's so 1. That's unfortunate. If I had a bit more levels up, because these guys got a bit more CC to me. So yeah, it does like in terms of healing, you are going to get a lot more. But you got to remember as well, Gloxian does lower the critical defense on like an AoE when he uses his skill. And it's kind of hard to track. And it's kind of maybe why the Esco did so much damage. Also, it could be to level 100. So he's just, you know, way better stats than me. And, yo, that was almost a three-way combine. I didn't even see that. Wow. But, yeah, I think she does do really well against Derriere's. We haven't found one just here, so we'll probably end up skipping. It's hard to see the stuns, though. Like, what's it actually look like? Yeah, I can't really tell. And then the heals, like, once again, it's good towards Derriere, just getting the constant heals. Because, like I've said before, I've had a lot of runs where my Derriere would just die just before the actual, like, heal can go off from, like, Gloxian. So the fact that Elizabeth does it, like, every... 5 seconds is very, very nice. Okay, so no Derriere here. Healing wise is okay. My Esco died straight away. Wow. Really? Okay, well, I guess we just focus on Derriere. We got buff from me. It's kind of annoying. I guess she's still alive. Where's she gone now? Okay. The shields as well. We're guarding it. I've still not seen her stunt anyone, though. Yeah, I mean, I did say it. I think she'll be actually really, really good with Derriere because you can give her shields and also heal as well. So yeah, that was Elizabeth in PvP. Very hard to track what's going on, but when you do see Derriere run to your backline, you can see the stun be very, very helpful. And she is healing the most I've ever seen in PvP, so I guess that does show that, yeah, she probably is the best healer in the game. And yeah, the nullified shield, we know from, obviously, Guildfrost, that's obviously very, very good. And yeah, I'm going to keep her main team. She's good in PvP, is what you expect, right? She's not going to win you the game, probably, because, DPS is still king. But if you want a good healer, she is going to be good for that. So let's jump into Tower Trials now. Okay, so Tower Trials, there wasn't a great healer for the light type colors. You had Orlandi, which it didn't feel great. And we already saw in PvP that she does heal really, really well. So I'm actually thinking she actually might carry me through this a little bit because in Tower Trials, you're actually more likely to die. So having her giving us our actual, nullified damage taken twice, and then follow up with Go For Us later on, I still think I might struggle a little bit in terms of actually killing the bosses, because there's not that much AoE skills. It's only Go For Us. But since I'm now able to take out, I was bringing like Orlandi and swap out other characters, because now we have the shields. We can now put like Arthur, because he's more likely not to die. And now maybe my Go For Us can pop off. You'll see he did like 1 billion damage. I mean, we're still alive, but you can see, like, no one's taking damage. Gilfrost in 1 bill, because he's just insane. And once again, if he crits, he does do, like, a bigger AoE skill and bigger multiplier, which is why I brought Arthur, which I think I can only do now. I mean, we're staying up. Damage is still lacking a little bit, but I think I can do a draw there. So I don't know if we're just going to kill. We might kill. Ooh. I mean, it was a matter of actually just like dealing damage rather than surviving. So yeah, Tower Charles, I mean, I can't clear for it because that draw mortality is super annoying, but she does help out quite a lot. And to be fair, probably if I can just get past the mortality, I might be alright to clear through a lot of the other stages. Alright, and finally we'll try her out in the Silver Demon. So the team I was normally using was this team right here, but as you can see, we are bringing Zeneri, and we're now going to replace her with Elizabeth. And then now, do you want to put Gilfrost at the front? He's not like the biggest damage. He does alright. I guess for the sake of it, we'll just put my Elizabeth there. And then we'll put probably here. Here, I think. Yeah, okay, let's see. She might be a decent damage a lot. I know my Zenari does like 9 million, which is not a lot. And sometimes it really does come down to like the boss be like 1 HP. And you got to remember, when you guard, it doesn't knock you back. So that is basically us avoiding 2 of those AoE skills. And you're seeing the recycle already from that's kind of crazy actually. I might not even need to bring Gluxinia. We're not able to put another DPS in because we have 3 guards. We did clear through it. Okay, let me not put in Gluxinia. Let's see if it actually makes that much of a difference to where I can just bring 1 healer rather than 2. Arthur, normally he would die, but now with 3 actual guards and healing, he might be alright here. Okay, let's see how much of a difference Olivia does make. Okay, there we go with the guards. We got that one. Got it again. We get good ult rotation with energy on Barn. We can recycle a lot more as well. So a little bit unfortunate there. I mean, she's healing a lot though. We're doing alright. I mean, yeah, we're still 4 HP. Okay. Hey, she's doing alright, She's healing quite a lot. Yeah, I don't need to bring 2 healers. Wow. That's a big upgrade. Because, yeah, now I can just bring extra crit chance. And then, like, characters like, I think, Arden and also Gilfrost want to crit. Because when they do crit, they do more damage on the skill or the special skills. Okay, she's kind of cracked for this, actually. Like, honestly, that alone might just be enough reason to summon for her just to get her for this raid boss. Because actually, it's very annoying. Once again, all RNG, though, we can get the Barn energies. Because we want to keep recycling those actual shields. But yeah, normally you could... bro, the Barn's obviously like 10 star for me. So he's like quite tanky. The fact that Arthur's surviving is impressive a little bit. Yeah, she's actually insane for the raid boss. Wow. And look at the heals too. Okay. To test it again, let me go back to my old team that I was using. Alright, so yeah, this was my normal team. And you can see already, like, the shields... I mean, Barn does survive if we get good RNG. Like I say, we get the energy to where we can quickly rush towards an area. And we do die. So the fact that I'm bringing 2 healers right now and we're still dying, that goes to show how powerful that Elizabeth healing just constantly is. Because you don't have to wait 10 seconds to get it off. You get it every, 5 seconds, right? And that could be a moment of, like, you not actually dying. And just the 2. But in the 2 hits of absolute defense is, yeah, too good. Okay, so I guess the final thing I want to do now. So what I want to do now is go into what I normally use in story quests and put in Elizabeth. Ultimate, I mean, I don't think I need to use that right. Actually, maybe I do, actually. We'll put it first. Why not? I just want to see if we can stun the boss. Oh, we do stun the boss. Yeah, it's hard to see in, PvP. And a lot of the actual other bosses like the Silver Demon and Night bosses, you can't actually stun them. But story quest boss like this, for example, is good. Merlin's still bugged though, man. Like, why do you move mind? It's more or less coming down to I just don't have a lot of good... I need to bring a blue cow. Look at him! Why are you running around? It wastes so much time. Alright, so it's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, peace.